With such a cheeky video, we gotta give a shout out to WWII. That is a new sponsor of mine, and I am going to be getting you all 20% off. Go to WWII.com/DT and you will get 20% off supplements, creatine, protein powder, energy drinks, and many, many other items. Be sure to check them out. All right, so shout out my boy Reardon for putting me on this, but anytime that you have a show where there's Vikings, Nordic myth, and Old World lore, you already know I'm going to be locked in. So when Predator decides to go the full human being timeline from Vikings to samurai and to World War II, I knew the show and movie was going to be different. And for the most part, it worked, and it worked well. This animated movie does things very well, especially with the Predator lore that everybody loves. Now, I'm going to butcher it, but the Yautja is a civilization that evolves alongside humanity. Different eras, different hunting styles, same core rule. There's always a bigger fish. This isn't just a predator is going to hunt. It's predators hunting humans. The predator adapting to its history and culture and warfare throughout the entire timeline. Animated format lets them go all the way into. There is brutality left and right, very gory. It's just something that live action can't do. I'm a big fan of how they separate the different arcs because they don't put them in necessarily the best of order, but you start out with the Vikings or the Nordics, like I said. This arc goes hard. It's one of the best ones. We're dropped straight into the Viking savagery full of raids, brutality, and no mercy. I'm talking moms and sons killing right in front of each other. Ursa is the main character in this first arc. And then the movie flips the script. The Predator shows up to the Vikings and do exactly what they were doing to other tribes. The Yautja is amazing. The Predators are huge, towering over humans, technologically superior, and an absolute brute, similar to the Vikings except the next step in evolution. The arm-mounted energy weapon to the Predator is just, it's the icing on the cake. It's something that we absolutely needed to see. The showdown between Ursa and the Predator is raw, violent, and satisfying. The best part is he is a giant ogre. He is a giant brute. He is dumb, just like the Vikings were, and he is a monster. He is punching people. He is using a magnetic propulsion system, all different types of stuff, and it just works perfectly. It's a hell of an opening to this movie. The second part of the arc is, it hits home. It's Japan. This was my favorite arc. It's the Edo period, samurai, ninja, classic themes. You got the good versus evil, the nature versus nurture, and the brother versus brother. As we see in the beginning of the show, the father is pushing both these brothers to take over the dynasty, take over whenever he passes to be their successor. One brother earns the father's favor by battling and slicing his brother. And the other one, he disappears into the woods. He tries to live off the land. What makes this episode and this arc special is how the Predator adapts during this period. He's using swords, daggers, the kunai style throwing weapons, very similar to the Scorpion. It's still very brutal and they still are hunting, but the culture is a lot changed. You see how the Predator is integrated into the Edo style. And the best part, there's no dialogue. This is a pure visual storytelling scene. Real cinema, not one word was said. It was amazing. This Predator, however, he's a lot more slender, he's a lot more thin, a little bit more aesthetic. He does give you that ninja type of vibe that was historically accurate during the Edo era. I loved this arc. Even though they are adapting to this style, let's not get this shit twisted. He is still there to hunt and kill and fuck shit up. And in this integration, you get to see him abuse his invisibility cloak. It is super OP, but it fits very well. Again, there's just layers to this movie, but the second arc is my favorite. I love that they bring out the Predator and he's a slender ninja type person. It's just very well written. And then of course, to appease all crowds, you have to have the minority. And in Arc 3, we could see that. This is around the pre-Pearl Harbor era. It says it's December of 1941, but there's still boats afloat, so it may be in the midst of the war. But this is where it did for me. I don't understand why this exists and why this is going to be the end of the timeline. But hey, you went from the Vikings to the Edo era, and now you're in modern, quote-unquote, modern times. A lot of talking. Way too much talking. The main guy, Torres, he just isn't cool. He's a kid. He's infatuated with planes, and it's weird. Anyways, the Predator design is still cool. You really don't get to see him except he's wearing an eye patch, Captain Jack Sparrow style, and he's just flying around a plane blowing up stuff. Not very good. You have to have a very good arc finishing the Edo era, and this one just wasn't it for me. And then all three of them finally come together. This is like a gladiator arc. All of them, even though they individually beat a predator, that puts them up on a pedestal. With them getting put on a pedestal, they were captured, put in collars, and they were brought back to the Yautja, or however you pronounce it. They were brought back to their world. Then the three of them have to fight using their modern era weapons, and the winner is a winner take all. At least we think, until you fight the Big Daddy Mac Predator, the Mr. Alpha Predator. Whenever they're dropped into the arena, number one, we get a Predator dog, which is really cool. But the final boss, he's like 12 feet tall, but we have to understand that they're not going to beat him one-on-one. It's essentially a death sentence. The Alpha Predator, the Apex Predator, that man himself wants them all to kill each other, and then the winner gets him. But as we all know, throughout the entire theme, it is teamwork makes the dream work. So the three of them have to fight together. They have to help each other, and the cooperation is going to make them overcome the final boss. Very fun movie, a very good set from 21st Century Fox. I've been saying this for the last year and a half. You have Hulu, you have Netflix, you have Prime, you have Crunchyroll, you have all these different outlets. You even have Adult Swim coming back with that weak-ass show at Lazarus. But anyways, you have all these different big wig networks that are trying to get their foot into the animated series again. I love it. This movie was fun as hell. The animated format lets Predator go bigger, a lot more meaner and creative. My favorite part about this whole entire series outside of the Edo arc is that you get to see different versions of the Predator. We all know about the classic Arnold era. Then Hulu made that live action Prey movie. It was amazing. But the animated series lets you go a little bit deeper. It adds a layer of depth to it. This version adds real depth with the species without over-explaining them. You have a gigantic brute. You have a slender ninja. You have a technologically savvy Predator driving planes, and then you have the Apex Predator, the boss, long hair, long dread, the master, and that is accurate to the comics. Very good. This was a very fresh and violent, respectful take to the entire Predator franchise. So that's the review of Predator, full of killers, kill or be killed, however you want to say it. It expands the lore, it pays homage and respect, and it shows across history humans are going to always find a way to fight back. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. So out of that entire arc, what was your favorite? We know the Edo was definitely mine. I do enjoy that the Predator series did go animated, and I really hope that they continue to do other things like that. So based off of the Predator lore, what is your all's favorite? Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. This one's going to be up there with me. Prey is probably my favorite Predator type style. And again, that's the review. But if you're interested in any type of supplements, energy drinks, merch, go to grillamine.com/DT. You'll be supporting me and you'll get 20% off. Thanks for the support. Comment down below, and y'all have a good one.